Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 1 of my brand new playthrough. We are playing through Fallout New Vegas. So the time has come. At last, we have finally decided to jump on another Fallout game, which is exciting in and of itself. However, I can't hear myself think because my music is popping right now. Anyway, but yeah, it's been a lifetime since I played this game. But I'm looking forward to it, and it's also been a very long time since we did a Fallout game on the channel in general. And I'm not exactly a Fallout pro by any means. Obviously, this probably doesn't surprise you. And I don't exactly have like a really juiced build in mind, or as far as like a specific. So anyway, let's just get into it. This is gonna be a long one, but I'm looking forward to it.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh, one of the most classic intros in all of gaming. Fallout New Vegas. Man, what a iconic intro. So good, dude. So good. So yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a long one. I haven't done this game in so long, man. Anyway, tribal pack items. Caravan pack items. Mercenary pack items. Sick. Classic pack items.
You're awake. How about that?
Against all odds.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Boy, I sure can. The old 360 HUD, dude. You love to see it. Hang on. Wait, I didn't... Oh no!
Can't say it's what I'd have picked
I've
for
messed
you, but
up.
if that's your
I
name,
just
that's
closed
your
it. I
name.
didn't say
I'm
anything.
Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs.
I can fix this. Okay, sorry about that. That was my mistake. I was just trying to bring up the original like guide button or whatever it was called on the 360. Okay, I just wanted to bring it up, and so I hit the buttons and it closed it, and I realized it was gonna default to Courier. I was like, man, it's all falling apart. So you know, it's fine. Perfect.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
That's
I'm
her
Doc
name.
Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs.
Thank you.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
All right. So this is the first thing we need. But yeah, it's been so long since I did this game, man. So you may as well not worry too much about what you look like, because the fact is, as you can see, the graphics are a little old. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You just get one that you don't hate, and you're like, perfect. You know? It's between 1 and 3, obviously. That's the reason I keep scrolling between them so fast. Trying to figure out which one I like more. Maybe just one. Okay, the only one I want, well... I don't think it's in this one. Tone... I think that's just like, yeah, like skin tones and all, and such things. Wait. How could you possibly tell? How could you possibly tell? I mean, maybe it's not even kicking in, so you may as well turn it off. I mean, you can't tell. Like, it really doesn't matter. Green eyes, please. I mean, look at the difference. It's not its fault. It's a very old game. Anyway, this is probably the hairstyle I would have chosen anyway, because there's a lot of hairstyles, but, like, you know, a lot of them are not, I mean, you know, a lot of them aren't great, you know, and a lot of them, it's like they're, you know, they're, like, falling apart, you know, you're, like, all radiated and stuff. So, I think that Wendy, yeah, Wendy the Welder is the one I usually go with. So, we're probably not gonna change too much. Yeah. Well, there you go. Bleach, brown, chocolate, platinum, crystal, suede, pecan. I think auburn. Does that look red to anyone else? It looks kind of red to me. Ginger is probably just a different kind of red. I think auburn might be the most red. This is kind of like a darker, reddish, pinkish color. I don't know, maybe just auburn? Sure, I mean, cute little redhead, that's it.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I'm like, oh, Doc, I'm all lightheaded.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
You got it, Doc. Oh, look at that. That's just a broken one. Oh man, it's been so long since I played this game.
Ooh, looking good so far.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll take the laser pistol too. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I don't have a massive idea in mind as far as like the build. So hear me out. Isn't it I think you can skip all the way to the end and do it that way. I don't think you have to do it individually like this. So strength is your melee, your unarmed, your inventory weight, your inventory weight, damage, and weapon effectiveness. And then perception, explosives, lockpicking, energy weapons, accuracy, compass, and range. Endurance is your unarmed, your health, your resistance, survival. Charisma is barter, speech, companion, and nerve. Intelligence is science, repairing, medicine, and skill points. Agility is guns, sneaking, speed, and AP regen. And luck is everything, and critical skills, and enemy mishaps. Okay, so I feel like some things can be dropped a little bit, like strength. Like strength, maybe to 4. And I know we want some stuff, you know, higher. I don't know, maybe something like that. I mean, what was perception for? Let's see, remind me what perception was for? Keep going. Explosives, lockpicking, yeah, energy weapons, which I don't really need. Accuracy, maybe accuracy in general would be good, and compass range. So it's okay, really lockpicking, you know? I mean, kind of having it sort of in the middle for lockpicking is kind of nice. Obviously, endurance, you know, you want some good endurance. And obviously, I specifically am trying to spec a little bit more into, obviously, good dialogue and such things. And, of course, agility for guns. And luck, because, of course, luck is good for everything and critical hits and stuff, so... I mean, that's probably okay, right? Sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news.
Thank you.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Gotcha. Okay, Doc, I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Dream.
Bandit.
Bandit. Stab.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Jeans. Human shield. Caretaker?
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict just ain't in my nature. It doesn't matter. You can change all this anyway, so... Yep.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Hard no.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yep.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Shadow chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
A ship at sea?
Last one.
Mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay, so all of those decisions just did this, right? So it doesn't mean anything, so you just undo that and put it where you want. So it doesn't actually mean anything. So we're gonna grab speech, because I want to spec specifically into that kind of thing. Obviously, we're gonna grab guns, because that's something else we really want. Other than that, what should my third one be? So we could grab lockpicking. We could grab science, because science is surprisingly useful for some things. We could grab survival. Or repair. Repair is actually not a bad one. Allows you to maintain weapons and apparel. Repair allows you to create items and gun, ammunition, and reloading benches. Maybe, I mean, I'm thinking maybe repair or lockpicking? Let's go repair, I suppose.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
You'd be surprised, Doc. I live a wild life. Okay, so you can choose up to 2 traits or none. I remember this. The only one I think I ever grab is I think this one. So while using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. I think this it's actually these two. So I often this one I grab almost every time because firing quickly means less to me if I can hit them. And otherwise the accuracy can be really bad. So this one I tend to grab, and this one is the other one I sometimes grab. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. So it just kind of makes things wild and bizarre. So I think we'll just grab Wild Wasteland and Trigger Discipline, which is kind of the only thing I ever grab. Because there's a lot of options. Like, there's, like, small frame. Due to your small size, you have 1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain plus 5 points to every skill, but you suffer 10% experience gain from now on. Loose cannon. From frag grenades to throwing spears, you throw 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. I mean, so, you know, there's a lot of stuff, right? But there's goods and bads, and you just got to decide if you think it's worth it. So, you know. But for my playstyle, these are the I always grab Trigger Discipline. Wild Wasteland I usually grab, and that's about it.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay. Thanks for patching me up there, bro. I don't suppose you have something I could wear. I don't really want to charge out there in my skivvies. They don't care if I, like, loot for bullets and stuff, do you? See, those actually might be food. That might be food. Dirty water. I don't know if you need the empty syringe, because I don't know exactly if you can use that for anything else. We're just gonna look really quick. We're not doing anything insane. I'm just looking for obvious little helpful things. I literally just said empty and I already grabbed it. Because unlike Fallout 4, all the junk, I think most of it is actually just junk. Pretty sure most of it doesn't actually benefit. Take the maze, we'll take that. Don't mind me, Doc. I was just looting. Alright, I'm coming. Oh, almost. Oh, no, this is where you started. Okay. Yep, I'm here. What's up?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
Gotcha.
Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode, no. Hardcore mode is, if memory serves, there's like eating and drinking and stuff. So we're just gonna give it the old save-a-roo. Let's roll. And just like that, we are officially in New Vegas. Ah, my eyes. My eyes. Anyway. Old World Blues, you've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you could tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. So that's a DLC. Old World Blues loaded. Old World Blue has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Which is cool. And then Happy Trails Expedition, your Pip-Boy picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. That is also a DLC. Honest Hearts has been loaded, your level cap's been raised by 5. And then Reunion, your Pip-Boy has received a signal coordinates that lead to the canyon wreckage west of Prim. Followed the coordinates are the words Courier 6, it's signed Ulysses. Also a DLC, that one is like an endgame DLC and is quite hard. Lonesome Road has been loaded, level cap increased by 5. So there you go. There's all the DLCs loaded up, so we are allowed to interact with them. Gunrunner's Arsenal, the ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland, has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapons dealers in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types, and mods. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. So the Gunrunner's Arsenal is also a DLC. That one is just like shops and stuff, so that one is not quite the same. So, whoops, I think I have to get used to the old school buttons. Yeah, I know how weapons work, thanks. So in this game, if you guys have jumped into to Fallout 4 and you're not familiar with how New Vegas works, it's mostly similar to Fallout 4, but there are some differences in general. For one, that in the right side of the screen, bottom left of all the numbers says CND, that is condition. Condition, your weapons will degrade as you use them, and so you have to monitor condition. Now, lots of guns, you could, like for instance, this 9mm pistol, if I found like a 10mm pistol, I could probably, those might be compatible, and then you can hit Y to repair them and combine stuff to kind of fix things. So, it's, you know, that's how that works, so we just got to keep our eyes peeled. So you'll pick up lots of weapons, because once you figure out what works, like, you know, you figure out that, hey, the sturdy caravan shotgun can get repaired by rifles and regular shotguns, then you can pick things up to maintain the condition of your gun. So that's how that works. We're not spec'd into laser stuff at all, so I picked it up, but I don't really know why, because we're not spec'd into it, and I'm not going to use it. In all the Fallout games, I've never been a laser weapons kind of guy. I've always been, like, you know, physical guns kind of guy, you know. Anyway, so yeah, your armor has a condition as well. All of the clothes you wear does, and so lots of stuff will have different effects. For instance, the Vault 21 jumpsuit has an effect of giving me light weapons and speech +2, or melee weapons and speech +2. The lightweight metal armor drops my agility by 1. And other stuff doesn't have any other effects. So, but you'll notice that the DR, which is I think is damage resistance, doesn't give me any bonuses. Whereas the Armored 13, Vault 13 jumpsuit does give me some damage resist. And the lightweight leather armor does as well. So you kind of just need to make sure you're wearing stuff that makes sense. The other thing that's different in New Vegas versus other ones is a lot of armors, well, at least some armors, will give you disguise. And so if I wore, let's say I picked up a NCR armor, I picked up an NCR trooper armor and I put it on, everyone's going to think I'm part of the NCR faction. And so you need to be aware, because in some areas you'll put on an armor that's a disguise, and people will be really, really mad at you because they don't like those people. So if you put on a Caesar's Legion and walk into an NCR place, they're all going to open fire on you because they think you're a member of Caesar's Legion. And other places you can put on an armor and walk in because now they think you're one of them. So you could put on a NCR armor and walk into an NCR base because now they think, oh, he's one of us, he's good. And so you have to be aware. So a lot of stuff is neutral. Like I like this lightweight metal armor, the vault stuff, the leather armor. Those are all neutral armors, and so you can just waltz around, and that's good to wear all the time. But you are also going to have a lot of armors that are going to give you like faction. Like this one, the tribal raiding armor, it might be a faction armor, and so I'll make sure we're out of a town before I put it on, just in case. So that's how that works. There's a lot of stuff in here. This is pretty self-explanatory. Some stuff gives you rads, some other stuff doesn't. Some stuff, it will, cure poisons or whatever. There's upgrades you can get that will fix, that will reduce radiation and I think remove it from food, just like in Fallout 4. Your, doctor's bags will be how you can fix your limbs, so I don't think stim packs do that in this one. I think stim packs in the older games would heal you quickly, but they don't, fix your limbs, so you need something separate for that. Anyway, there's also a weapon repair kit, so you can just repair your guns without needing to find other pieces for them, so that can be good. Things like that. The other something that's different is, so this is the Vault 13 canteen, I believe is DLC items, and I would assume that it, slowly boosts your health over time or something, because every once in a while you'll get a notification that says, you take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. And I'm assuming that, slowly, gives you a small health boost every now and then or something. The other thing that is different, maybe it's over here, programmer, there we go. So, these, I think, do temporary boosts. I don't think they just kick off all the time. I think if there's a check going on and you're like, oh, I need 30 science and I only have 10. You're like, hey, I have a magazine that I could boost my science really quick and grab this thing or whatever. I think that's how that works. I don't think it just boosts your stuff permanently or anything. But don't quote me. I haven't played this in a long time. I'm not boosted into melee weapons or spec'd into melee weapons at all, so I don't really have a sense on how good melee weapons are gonna be for me. Maybe for really weak enemies that'd be fine. So maybe we'll just equip the machete for now. Although I don't know, we could maybe just grab the pistol because I am spec'd into guns, so guns is gonna be the old bread and butter. Anyway. Oh yeah, so you can wait anytime, which is fun. Okay, sneaking is left trigger. Ah, I knew there was a way. There you go. That's what I look like. Sierra Madre grand opening. Your Pit Boys picked up a radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. It's another DLC. That's dead money. If memory serves, that one's a little difficult too, but not nearly as hard as Lonesome Road, I don't think. But there's another one. Anyway, so yeah, this is what I look like, so you can see me running around. Mostly I play in first person, but just like in Fallout 4, I think I usually play in first person, but every once in a while I just pop third person just so you can, see me. I do it less in this game over Fallout 4, because of course this game is very old and not massively pretty. So, Oh, interesting, okay. So there's obviously an old playthrough of mine, so I think what we should do is delete everything from my old playthrough, whatever that was. And we should just keep a good set. Maybe you have 5 saves, and I'll just save on the oldest one or something. Just like I do for a lot of other games, like Baldur's Gate or other such things. Yeah, let's not touch all that. So Sunny Smiles is someone we need to talk to. Mojave Express. I don't want to like rob anybody. So, maybe we'll go talk to her first. Yeah, I don't want to pick the door. I just want to go in the front door. Hi, Easy Pete. It's been so long since I played this game, dude. I'm so excited.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay. So, that's just, she is the tutorial, in case you're wondering. She's the tutorial. She teaches you how to, like, shoot, you know, that kind of thing. We're still gonna go do it, because she gives you a rifle, I think. So, we're gonna do it anyway, but that's what that is. I'm tempted to steal this. You've lost karma. Yeah, well. Yeah, the old school games had karma. I don't remember. I feel like I remember thinking that karma doesn't mean very much. Like, they pretend it does, but it doesn't really. I feel like I remember thinking that, but I don't... We'll have to test that theory. Anyway.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
Mm-hmm.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. So, she gives you a gun, which is good, so... Worth doing.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Oh, truly.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow her, just because, we'll probably get some loot for it anyway. Normally, I just do that shooting bit, and I tell her, nope, that's it. But, you know, I'll follow her for a ways. We'll probably get some meat from the geckos or something anyway. So, it's fine. So there are, I think, 3 major endings to this game. I think there are 3 major endings to this game, I believe. We're shooting for one of them specifically. That's one of the nice things about this game, is it's not horribly complicated. And as far as like how to achieve the endings you want, stuff like that, it's not massively complicated. So it's kind of nice, because getting the ending you want is not very difficult. So there is one that I have in mind specifically that we'll do for this one, and this game you definitely could do at least 3 seasons worth of stuff for if you wanted to. If you enjoyed it, you could do 3 seasons worth, not even counting mods, and to get the 3 different major endings, siding with 3 different factions, you know. So we'll see when we get there, but there's one specifically we're doing. Anyway. I haven't done this part of it, where you, like, follow her into the desert. I haven't done this part in a lifetime. Maybe since my very first time. I always do it the same way, which is I do the shooting, I say thanks for the gun, and then I leave, but... I've only done this, like, once or twice.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Oh, we're going sneak mode. Alright, we're looking for geckos.
You're on. Go give them hell.
Okay. There they are. I really felt like I was lined up for that. Good thing you're a good shot, because somehow I missed. Yeah, I hit one. There we go. So there you go. So something I meant to mention. So you'll notice in the accuracy right there, I mean, to me, it looks like I'm lined up. That's kind of how the accuracy seems to work to me in New Vegas, and the older ones, is it's not as much about what you're pointing at. You know what I mean? Because, like, I was lined up, but like the bullet's not perfect. There's gonna be some. It seems to me like there's gonna be some. Like the gun's not gonna shoot perfectly straight all the time, right? And so that's why it's good to boost your accuracy via your stats. It's because it increases the chances of hitting stuff. It's not just about pointing and shooting like a Call of Duty. You know what I mean? If you're pointed the right direction, you're probably gonna hit what you're shooting at, right? It's not like that. So it's more of an RPG style shooting. You know what I mean? There you go, see? There you go. I need to get some meat for it. I'll take those. Oh, sorry. I had to mute so I could sniffle. I had to mute so I could try and breathe. Alright, what's going on over here, huh? Water valve. Well, I didn't get hurt, so there's no reason to worry about that. Thank you. I know how VATS works if it was a thing, which it's not. And by if I was a thing, I just mean, you know, there's no one nearby. Hey, Sonny.
See? You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I got one.
There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sick.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
I mean, you may as well. I'm getting paid, and she gave me a whole bunch of bullets. You may as well. Yeah, I haven't done this bit since, like, the first one. Since, like, one of my first times through. But, you know, you get paid, so why not? Plus, you know, I get the loot without having to necessarily do it all myself. Oh, I think Cheyenne just got folded. Wow, your dog's dead and you just don't even care? Yeah, your dog is super dead. That was brutal. We'll just take the meat. Yeah, she is over it. Well, sorry there, Cheyenne. Apparently, Sonny does not care very much. And I'll show you what VATS looks like, but I don't level into VATS very much. Where the heck did Sonny go? Oh, it's the other way. Anyway, but yeah, I don't like level into VATS. I don't use VATS very much. I don't in Fallout 4 either. Like I just don't. I don't use it. I don't play it. I've seen clips of other people play, and they seem to use VATS, but I don't. I certainly don't. The heck are you, Sonny? Oh, you're not even Sonny. Okay, so, you know. Yay!
Oh, that's it.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I will do that. Oh, that's a random Goodspring settler. I'll take that. I'll take that too, in case that I can fix my armor with it. Anyway. Sonny?
Confound it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were supposed to stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this. I'm not gonna be very good company right now. I did have another thing to teach. But I'll understand if you'd rather I just pay you so you could be on your way.
What did you want to teach me about?
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
No need. I think I've got it covered.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. I'm heading back to the Prospector. I could use a drink about now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Hey, sorry about your dog. It's a pretty big bummer. Sorry, I keep thinking it's that, and it's really not. Alright, well. That was unfortunate about her dog, that's for sure. But I suppose we could, I think I remember where one little thing I want to see is. Tin can. I was just looking for anything useful, but I don't think so. Anyway, I think if you follow the wells, more or less, and you go up to this one, I think if you go up on the ridge, I think there's some stuff. Although also, it's still not that. I was thinking... Give me some... It's not that. Anyway, let's just give me some armor, just so that way I have some damage protection. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I was thinking of something else, or maybe it's on a different ridge. Because, yeah, I was thinking it was over there, but obviously not. Because this does not look like the thing I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't think so. I was thinking, like, up on a ridge somewhere. Maybe it was over here, but... Or maybe it's, like, back here instead, and then you go up or something? Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm struggling with the buttons. Oh, I hear a lot going on. Oh, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Oh, I hit him. Not so much that time. I'll hit him again, which was good. But yeah, this is the ridge I was thinking of. I was thinking of this right here. But admittedly... Okay, some of this did not go super well. Like my accuracy with that rifle, for instance. Here we go. Here they come. I know there's 3. Where's that 3rd one? Well, maybe it died because I'm getting XP. I did feel like it was back there, but... Oh, I didn't need that. Hang on a minute. Misk. Gecko hide. It's just weight that I cannot afford and I don't need. Take those. If you're wondering what that little symbol was at the top left, I'm pretty sure that's Wild Wasteland kicking off. I just don't know what it means. We'll take that. It doesn't actually do anything for me, but I'll take it in case it looks good. Cards going on. Oh, pistol. Actually, I should take that so I could repair my pistol. Activate bear trap. I felt like there was another one over here, so... I've got to see if you can do something with that, There you are. I knew there was a 3rd one. I gotta see if we can bake the meat. That's what I was trying to say. I feel like I'm having more luck by hip firing. Hey, don't mind me. All these geckos are free experience. I keep looking for top center or bottom center or whatever it is. I keep looking over there to see if I can look for the radar, but radar's the bottom left in New Vegas, which I don't think that's where it is in 4. I don't think. So you can do the radio here, which is really fun. The music in this game is great, but I have to wait till I cut away because there's so much copyrighted music, and historically. I've had bad luck with copyrighted music in Fallout games, and so you know, I have bad luck with that. So when I know I'm cutting away for big sections, I'll probably turn on the radio. But when I know I'm gonna be in here for a while, I probably won't. Okay, let's see. The weathered pistol is a DPS of 48, but the damage I think was 16 versus the regular 10mm. 48, 16, yeah, so the weathered really is better. So you can see, like, with maintaining here, you can fix the condition, but it's not very hurt, so I guess we'll hold on to it for now. I don't have anything to fix that with, or the shoddy. Sick. Okay. Guess we'll say hi to Trudy. Sorry about your dog, Sonny.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Nut, man. Frickin' relax, bro. You don't even know me. Hi, Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Overheard your argument. What was that about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I want to talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So that's how she teaches you about reputation. Let's see. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Gotcha. You want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Gotcha. Do you know the robot that attacked me? Rescued me, sorry?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Right. How long has he been in Good Springs?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Alright. Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Right. Let's see. Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
It's hard to say. Alright. Alright.
Be careful out there.
Sure thing, Trudy. Alright, let me figure out your...
Hello.
radio situation. Hi. Where's your radio? There it is. See if I can fix it. Oh, I have a repair bigger than 20. An examination of the radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working again. I fixed it.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Sick. Thanks.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
Probably just, yeah, she sells like food and stuff. Alright. Okay. Well, that's good. Hi, Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it.
Perfect.
NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Right. I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Oh, I will. A magazine for locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Alright, I'll take a look at the safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Alright.
And
good luck. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Pete. I'll talk to you later to fail your dialogue that you want. Just trust me. Just trust me. It'll be there. Should I go talk to this guy now? Let's maybe go check in with what's his face, Old Joe or whatever his name was. Or no, I wasn't Joe the bad guy. I think Joe might have been the bad guy.
That's close enough.
Ringo, that's his name.
Who are you? And what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Do you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I could help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around, see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Deal. You don't care if I loot, do you? Whoop. That sarsaparilla is good because it doesn't give me rads. Oh. Dirty water. Yeah, I'll take all of that. Just like looting all of his stuff. Some caps. Cigarettes, which I don't actually know if are worth anything. I'm not gonna steal that dude's bullets because we're gonna help him. So, I'd rather not get have him be all mad at me and right out the gate. Yeah, I need to figure out if you can like cook stuff. I don't know if you can. I don't remember. Because I know there's cooked versions of food because I have cooked versions, you know, but I just don't know if it comes like if it's, you know, they're separate items and you can't cook things specifically or what. So we'll have to see if we can find anything. Oh, look at that. I found 2 more. Alright. Sup, nerd?
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Right.
Can do.
I don't feel like I'm about to buy anything, you know. You think you can buy cards because you can use it in Caravan, or do you think that's not how that works? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, right? Like, it's just, you know. But none of it tells me how if I need any of it. You know, I have no way of knowing, you know. Anyway. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Right. Okay. So we should talk with Sonny first. Do. Hi, Pete. Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on the powder gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Gotcha. Any ideas on how to convince Trudy to join?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, so my thought is grab something that gives me some bonuses. Like this one. I know this gives me some speech, so maybe it'll help. Give it a quick save. Okay, Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
I'll level it up. You should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Gotcha. Okay.
Be careful out there.
Alright, so I leveled up. So I got 13 points. Let's see. Okay, I'm tempted to get like 1 into barter, because I think you need just 20 to convince what's-his-face. Otherwise, like, I kind of think about focusing on the stuff that I really use, you know? Like, maybe get some of these to, like, even numbers. Tempted to maybe bump lockpicking up to 20 as well. Otherwise, maybe we'll go speech to 40. Sick. Okay, so for my options, so far we have Black Widow. In combat, you do 10% damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the opposite sex. We have something in French. In combat, you do 10% damage against female opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the same sex. We have intense training, intense training perk. You can put a single point into any of your special attributes. Rapid reload. Rapid reload makes all of your weapon reloads 25% faster than normal. Retention. With the retention, the bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times as long. And Swift Learner. With each rank in Swift Learner, you gain additional XP. 10% of total experience points whenever experience points are earned. So getting that one as fast as possible is always wise, at least once, because then, if you level up even faster. So I think we're going to grab Swift Learner right away. So I think that's going to be safest. Okay. Pete, I do not have the explosive requirements for this, but we'll talk to him.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
I hear you got dynamite. It could help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Yeah, you need 25. So there you go. Okay. Alright, so he doesn't... So yeah, I knew I didn't have the skill for that, but I might be able to have enough to get Chet to help us, maybe, if it's only 20.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Oh, it's 25. Tragic. Alright, well there you go. So yeah, I thought it was 20, but it is not 20. Maybe that was a check I just saw earlier. Okay, otherwise, I think we'll go talk to Doc, because I think he will just help. And then we'll go check in with Ringo and see what he has to say, but I don't really expect we're going to get too much help from anyone else, because I'm not specting all the crap they want. I think he's on here. Doc!
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
The town is going to be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Perfect. Okay.
You take care now.
Alright, so there is the extra supplies from Doc. Okay, otherwise, I suppose we'll, maybe go check in with Ringo, see what he has to say. If he has anything to say at all. Ringo! Man, this game loads fast. You love to see it.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do it. Trust me, that's it.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How many?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Let's go.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna need something with some oomph. I could do this one, it gives me extra points and guns, but no armor though, so maybe I'll go for armor instead. Alright, let's go, people. I don't know why Sonny's making a hard beeline the other way, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Or maybe that was what Ringo, I don't know. Whoever it was, I thought it was Sonny, but... Here we go. Okay, we'll just... Okay, let's go. Saved your life, whoever you are. I'll loot later, it doesn't matter. I say loot later, but not everything. Did we get them all? I mean, I got several of them. My weight is almost gone. I'm almost full already. Don't worry, we can reduce very soon, okay? Okay, really quick, I need to... Alright, we will maintain... There we go. Alright, so there's that, and then for guns... Oh, there we go. And I guess we'll, combine that. Now, I really am kind of keeping the single shotgun around for the sturdy caravan shotgun, to be honest with you. There we go. Alright, did you guys get, whoever was down here?
Fuck this!
I was about to say, wait a second. I was like, I have a marker. I was like, wait, was that Joe Cobb? Anyway, you've established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody, and people associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many different factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame, and if you perform actions that harm a group, you'll gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. Benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. So I'm vilified with the powder gangers. For your overwhelmingly monstrous behavior, you become vilified by the community. And Good Springs likes me. Enough news of your good works have been passed around that people like you. So there you go, that's how it works. Guard armor, that's probably pretty good. I don't suppose the powder ganger guard armor... Okay, the plane and the guard are different. So maybe we'll drop the plane and I'll keep the guard, because the guard is the same stuff, just a little better. Maybe I'll put on the cute little baseball cap. Thoughts? Does it look lame? It's not great. Here, let's put the gun away so I can... Yeah, it's not fantastic. It's not fantastic. Okay, well we can go ahead and drop that then. What about the glasses? Do they look cute? I mean, you know, they're not awful. They give me a perception point. Or no, wait, they don't even do that. Never mind. And drop that too. We don't need all that crap. Field hand outfit, which I don't think I need, because it doesn't give me any bonuses, and I have other armors, so maybe we'll just drop that too. Although really, I could sell some of this stuff, like the field hand outfit. Maybe I'll take all that and I'll sell it. Okay. I think all these guys got annihilated. Alright, how'd the rest of you guys do? Anyone alive still?
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Alright, you're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Hey, you got it, man. Alright, first things first. And no thanks to you, you idiot. We got it done.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
Yeah. Alright, sale.
Can do.
I will need to sell you the field hand outfit. And what else was it? It was the powder ganger plane, because you can't repair it anyway. And then the reading glasses. I think that was like most of all the important ones. Okay. Thank you.
Another satisfied cut.
Alright. I love that song, by the way. Big Iron. By, what was it, Marty Robbins, I believe? Yeah, Big Iron, great song. Alright, well, I think that's kind of it for Good Springs. I think we are kind of out of here now. So my thought is maybe the schoolhouse. Sorry, it's still not that button. I think the schoolhouse is up kitty corner over here, I believe. Whoops, that's a dead end. Hey, are you Victor? Yep.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Gotcha.
Happy trails!
Bye, Victor. Thanks for pulling me out of that grave. Alright, do you think this is the, You think this is the schoolhouse? I keep forgetting that you walk slower with your gun, so you may as well put it away. Ah! Yes. Okay, here's the issue. I remember there's giant praying mantises in here, I believe, so let's go ahead and grab something that I won't need to aim with. There we go, turn on the old Pip-Boy light. Ah! There we go. Four-leg is no food. Four-leg, four-leg. It's not the little ones I'm worried about. I thought there's a big one. Also not that one. Huh, maybe that is it. Alright, anything good? Empty bottles. Tin can. Yeah, just cherry bomb. Which is not a real bomb, apparently. Alright. Just gonna look around at some of the obvious things before we click on the, you know what? I'll take that. That's just another praying mantis bit. Footlocker, another Programmer's Digest. Bobby pin. There's the safe. 25 for science. 25 for lockpick. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so I think I probably have Locksmith's Reader, which is 10. I think I probably have a 15. Although we should give this a save in case I'm wrong and I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it. But I think I have a 15 in lockpicking, so Locksmith Reader. There we go. I know how it works. There it is. Alright. I don't like alcohol because there's some pluses and minuses, so no thanks. That's at least all pluses, but I tend to not use it. Pre-war money doesn't weigh anything, so there's no reason not to loot it. And it has a little bit of value, so sometimes it can be worth something. And we'll leave all that. Although, technically, I could take the vodka and sell it. Fine, I'll take the beer and the vodka and I'll sell it. Just for the caps and the clout. Mostly for the caps, but there's probably a little bit of clout in there for me. Okay, so we can go ahead and go back to Good Springs. Just save me a few feet. Let's sell the alcohol, and then I have one more stop to make, probably before we end the episode. Hey.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Actually, no.
Can do.
I'm looking to sell you something. I want to sell you a beer and a vodka.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright. So there's that. Now, okay, so there's that. That's the other thing I wanted to go look at. Hello, Big Horner. Anyway, but yeah, that's the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to that water tower because I think that's where the graveyard is. Oh, we should equip a gun I'm actually spec'd in. Just because it makes sense. Oh, look, a locksmith reader to replace what I lost. I mean, not lost, but used, you know. Apparently those mailboxes are full of good stuff. I should check those pretty often. But yeah, this game is fantastic. I don't know how long this game is going to take us. I have no idea. But quite a while. Quite a while. No doubt. So on the minimap, you'll notice, or not on the minimap, but on the radar, on the bottom left, you'll see that little blank, like, triangle that's unfulfilled. That means there's a location, and that's undiscovered. So I believe when we get up there, I think it will fill in. Yeah, there you go, see? Now the bottom left, it filled in, and Good Spring Cemetery. So, there you go. So it doesn't tell you whose it is, and apparently we need a shovel to go plundering people's graves. Anyway, but partially what I'm here for is this. Look, this is where I got shot. Unbelievable. So yeah, that's where they shot me. A snow globe. You found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Oh, look at that. That's a collectible. So if you're curious what horrors await you, we are not actually going to go this way very far, but we're just going to give it the old little save-a-roo. So right over this hill down there is some rad scorpions. At least 2. At least 2, I think. So they're over that hill somewhere. Oh, but there we go. I got just far enough from Good Springs for it to ask, like, hey, are you happy with your life? And the answer is yes. I am happy. But anyway, yeah. So there's some rad scorpions over there and other horrors. So, you know. That's what's up. So, as far as where we are going, loosely, we're going to be working our way south towards Prim. So we can go ahead and dip. But yeah, you'll notice on the map that it also will tell you what your reputation is. So obviously we are liked in Good Springs for helping good old what's-his-name, so... Oh, hey, something else I kind of want to look at. What is this cross over here? Let's go find out. It's not far. Anyway. But yeah, we, getting into the strip, as far as accessing it, does take a little bit of effort, but one of the things that, so let me just go ahead and show you. So on the map here, Vegas is like right here, obviously, and it looks super close. Here's the issue. The pass to get through here is like filled with death claws. Like, if you hit the interstate and you go up, like, there's a whole bunch of death claws. Now, if you know exactly where you're going, technically, you can make it through, without having to do what we're gonna need to do. Because what we're gonna do, and what the game wants you to do, is it wants you to do this. So you go down, and then essentially you follow all the highways, but you go all the way around. Because of course there's 1,000 things to explore along the way, and lots of good experience and levels up, and then once you're more powerful, you could take the shortcut if you wanted to, once you're powerful enough to survive it. But yeah, there's a lot of danger. Oops, hang on. Shot in the butt. Didn't see that coming, did he? Anyway. I'll take that. So yeah, it's there's other horrors in this game too, by the way. Something else that's here is cazadors, I think is what they're called. Isn't that what they're called? It's something like that, like cazador or something like that. But they're giant flying bugs, and they're horrifying. They're very scary, very fast, and scary to fight. So. Anyway, I'm just curious. Death claws ahead. Warning. See what I mean? See, you look at that and you're like, oh, Vegas is right there. It's like, yeah, it sure is. Don't go that way, though. Horrors beyond imagination await you that way. Okay. We just need to do this. I don't feel like I'm too close. But... I'm not gonna hop over this hill. I was curious why there was a little building out here. And I don't want to go too far because I know that there's rad scorpions near the tower or somewhere in that county, so I'm not trying to go very far. Abandoned shack. Oh. So, I know you can use a loading bench to make ammunition. I just don't know exactly... Okay, so we can figure this out. I've always found this very confusing, but I'm going to try and figure it out. So, you need a case of the right ammunition. You need lead, you need powder for a pistol specifically, and a primer for a small pistol specifically. So, I already have the case... So you can break down, now I'm assuming this is like good ammunition and not like breaking down like pieces. I'm assuming I'm breaking down actual ammunition. So if you, for instance, were picking up an ammo type that you probably didn't need, like if you knew, you're like, I'm gonna go cowboy, so I'll use that lever action rifle and I'll use a 357 Magnum or whatever. Like I'm only gonna use the cowboy stuff. Then you know, well, I'm not gonna need 9mm then. So you could always break down 9mm or whatever. But you know, in general, I mean, there's a lot of ammunition in this game, you know, and there you can make a lot of stuff. You can break down all really fancy things. Anyway. It's interesting, but yeah, well, I don't know how useful that's gonna be. I don't know if this is food. It doesn't weigh anything. Scrap electronics, whiskey bottle. Oh, that's food. A machete I'll take to repair my machete. Wow, there was a lot of loot in here. I don't think I've ever discovered this little shack. Detergent, a tin can. I don't think lad's life. I guess I'll take that. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of dangerous things going on in here. Still, it's an interesting little shack. A 9-iron, which I think is a melee weapon, I believe. Interesting. Okay, I picked up something to repair something. What was it? Oh, machete, I believe. Yeah, I have a broad machete, and I picked up a regular machete. There we go. Not massively damaged, but I guess I'll just do it. Okay. Anyway. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Sorry, too fast. Well, I guess we'll go to, Good Spring Source, I suppose. And then we'll kind of point my nose south, which will be that way when we're ready. What? Toolbox with a wrench. We don't need that. Boxes that are empty. A lot of hissing and whatnot noises. Wasn't there a campfire near one of these wells? Am I crazy? Ooh, campfire. There we go. Can you actually cook at it? Ooh. Anti-venom. Oh, you can. But you need survival to cook stuff, though. And I don't have any survival skills. Ah, so you can maybe cook things, but you need survival to do it.
Hello? Can you help me?
I don't know. What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Where?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Yeah, this'll be where he betrays you. He said past broken radio. I'm assuming he just means that other area that I already was, you know? Like, if you run around and... I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. Like, if you go up here and you go to that ledge where that body was. I can only assume that's what he means. And then when you... Because I feel like I remember him chasing you up and being like, sorry, it had to end this way. And he, like, shoots at you. I think that's what happens. And I guess we could go that way and... quote-unquote, fall for his trap. I am wearing my armor. Yeah, good. Just wanted to make sure I was wearing my armor before I did this. But yeah, I think... I would assume that's what he's referring to, is going over here. I don't really know how to get to that trail in the way you're supposed to, per se. I only found that, like, back way to do it. Yeah, that's not it. I mean, we'll keep trying for a second or two, but I feel like I probably maybe already ran too far. Maybe you're supposed to go around the other way first. You see, the light is only really good indoors. When you're outside, it's just kind of is what it is. Yeah, I have a distinct suspicion that it's probably, like, to the left behind me. Oh, I think I'm against the invisible wall. Okay, so what? Maybe it's over here after all? Yeah, I think this is how I did it last time. And this is not the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, am I wrong? Isn't it, like, over... Yeah, there we go. Bear trap, yeah, gecko, Johnny. Oh, bodies. Now, I was assuming this is what he's referring to, but... Yep, here he comes. Wait, hang on.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
What? So insanely ready. Anyway, I don't know if I can repair anything I own with this, but we'll look. Okay, anything to maintain with that? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, my 9mm though, I know I can fix that. Here, I'll repair that one with that one. Sick. Okay, other than that, I guess we'll just go ahead and put on the old 10mm. And I already looted the thing, but maybe it respawned because I activated that thing when the guy tried to stab me in the back, but I think it's empty. Yeah. See? I mean, there wasn't a lot up here. There was like a little bit of ammo, I think. Or, you know, and other small things, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. So, you know, nothing crazy. Alright, well. At least, he tried to pull a fast one, and you can see how well that worked for him. Idiot. Absolutely dunked on. He didn't even have time to pull his gun on me before I was already aware of his little scheme. Wouldn't he be surprised? But yeah, people will just, oh. I was like, whoa! I know, we have to do something about that gecko meat. Or I have to get the, I have to either boost my survival or, I don't know, something. Something's gonna need to be done. Oh, there's more geckos down there. Anyway, alright, I think we will give this a save. Okay, good. We still are on 5 saves. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, well, yeah, great progress, and looking forward to this playthrough. It's gonna be a long one. It's a slow burn, that's for sure. And as usual, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna, like, blitzkrieg my way through it or anything, so it's going to take time. And that is okay, so as long as we're having fun, and that's what matters. So anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man, you're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.